was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here.
You know I got an addiction to running man anyways.
Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in Metropolitan Los
I don't know how to run zone.
Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles.
You heard me, KP? I don't know how to run zone.
And we will not get a run back.
Maybe you have to teach me how to do it one day.
And it will come out to the 25.
I don't know, but players like this, bro. I don't know.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down, here's Mostert again. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. On play action, now Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Give me that.
It's into a double team and it's intercepted.
Yep.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
I started the stream in chat, I think.
Take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we.
Why did he juke that way? I juked to the right. This man juked to the left.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
It should have been a pick.
Knocked away and incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now.
Oh my gosh, Cross! I forgot how fast he is, bro. I forgot just how fast dude was, bro.
Here at their own 23. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
I got bumped. I knew a play was coming.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh my gosh.
He's intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's Mostert. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
A quick throw by Brady, complete. Touchdown! Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the end zone, here comes Williams. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert off of play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play action. It's Herbert. This is Smith with a grab. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Eckler trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll try and run for it with Davis Price. He's in for a Charger touchdown. Ty Davis Price taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Well, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On play action, it's Brady. Open man left side. It's a tight end man Hurts. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block.
And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those two-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Salvon Ahmed. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. A 22-yard touchdown ground.
And the Chargers have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a play fake. Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Give him 30 yards there.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not limp.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Salvon Ahmed with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the 1st half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. 20, 10, touchdown LA. Austin Eckler, 76 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. Now Brady. He sets to fire deep.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
ready to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Ready to throw on 3rd and 1. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Forced out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let it go again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is going to be
field goal
good. He misses it off to the left. So we're in halftime in this AFC wild card matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wild card game. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the
Seahawks, bro. I'm tired, nigga.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Brady. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Brady. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. To throw is Brady. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Brady now to throw.
Damn it.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Dolphins. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Smith will come in motion right. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Looking deep for Hilton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Herbert on first down now. Being chased out left. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
This is caught by Hilton. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35.
Yeah.
To the air again, Herbert. That'll be caught by Anderson. Touchdown, Chargers. Robbie Anderson, 35 yards.
And the Chargers have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Brady looking downfield for Jones.
What?
A jump
Oh my.
This is caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones. 69 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is caught inside the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Davis Price will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
This offense so far on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And he will have a Dolphins first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 33. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a give to Mostert running right. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Charger drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.